President Donald Trump, in a surprise visit to U.S. troops stationed in Iraq, expressed his strong support for the U.S. military. But he also repeated what he said last May, that salary hikes for military personnel have been the highest under him.
Because you just got one of the biggest pay raises you've ever received. You know what? Nobody deserves it more. You haven't gotten one in more than 10 years. More than 10 years. And we got you a big one. I got you a big one.
But Trump's claims are not correct, says Reuters foreign policy correspondent Idris Ali.
First point, the U.S. military has received pay rises for the better part of 3 decades, and it's been happening every year since then. It's not anything to do with Trump or previous presidents. It's just something that's always sort of happened. On the second point, saying that it was the biggest pay rise ever, it is true that the 2.6% that was signed into the 2019 NDAA, which is the National Defense Authorization Act, was the largest in about 9 years. But before that, they've received larger ones.
But not as large as what Trump presented while speaking at the Al Asad Air Base on Wednesday.
They had plenty of people that came up. They said, you know, we could make it smaller. We could make it 3%. We could make it 2%. We could make it 4%. I said, no. Make it 10%. Make it more than 10%.
Trump's first visit to troops in a combat zone came near the end of his second year in office, after some criticized him for not having made such a trip sooner. His surprise visit also came in the wake of his sudden decision to pull out soldiers from Syria, which prompted the resignation of U.S. Defense Secretary James Mattis.